So this is our airplane. We wanted to give you a nice before tour so you can see exactly what we've gotten ourselves into, show you as many components and compartments and doors and all that fun stuff as we can today. So we'll start on the outside and we'll work our way into the inside. So this section right here is where the landing gear once was. Kind of cool. You can even see like there's plexiglass here where the fog light probably was mounted and would light up the runway, I guess. A lot of the components here have been taken out at this point, but there are still lots of wires and things coming out all over the place. I don't know exactly what it all is. Got a really cool giant bearing here that's just really neat to look at. There's also lots of different things in here that I'm sure once functioned, now not so much. If you look kind of deep underneath the airplane, you can even see a little box with some wires plugged into it still. Not exactly sure if that still works, what it was when it did work, but kind of cool to look at. Maybe if any of you are more into airplanes and know what that is, you can let us know in the comment section. We'll make our way over here to the back of the airplane. This is the number if you want to look it up and see where it's been and what it's registered to and all that good stuff. This back here is a heating and air conditioning unit. We haven't tried it out this time, so we're not sure if it's still functioning. We are pretty sure it did function at one time. They actually use this for training for different employees, maybe flight attendants or something. And so I'm sure this is what kept it hot and cold when they were using it for that. We'll make our way around to the other side of the airplane. This door will show you how it opens from the inside, but this would be the second exit on the plane. This is the second set of landing gear. However, on this side, they actually covered all those openings with sheet metal or something, so you can't see in there. But there is still one functioning compartment. If you press in here, you can pop this open. And when we first opened this, when our niece found it, we didn't even realize it was a functioning compartment at first. There was an air compressor in there, and we're pretty sure that hooked to this tube, and that's what they used for the oxygen mask during simulations when they were using it for training. So kind of a neat compartment with lots of cool stuff inside of it. This is another door here, not a door exactly, but it does remove and open, and so we'll show you how that opens when we go in the inside. This is painted over now, but it does say Midwest Connect, so some insight into where this airplane has been. This is the main entrance to the airplane, so we'll go ahead and bring down the steps and show you all the cool stuff that's inside the airplanes. We actually found a couple of really cool compartments on the stairs that might be worth showing you. If you lift up this, there's a spot for something. Nothing in there, but not exactly sure what goes there. There's also a spot over here our son found. This spot had this orange bag in it. Really not sure what went in the bag. There's nothing in it at this point, but another neat little cubby there. So we obviously have some work to do here on the floor. This is not meant to be open, but there are some major repairs that need to be done to the floor here. Once you get inside, there's some really cool features. We've got this cool seat that the flight attendant would sit in, you know, if it were a real plane. Complete with buckles and everything. Not sure how well it works. Definitely needs to be cleaned a little bit, but kind of cool that that's still here. They've got the phone with all the buttons. I think this is all gonna light up and make sound and stuff, hopefully at some point. Doesn't work right now. Got this control panel for lights in the cabin and the different areas, temperature, call lights, all this cool stuff. Another little cubby. This is your fuse panel here. You've got all the exit signs, and even down here there is a spot where we have a fire extinguisher and a light vest. I'm sure this was definitely used for training. In fact, it says for training only there. But it's pretty cool that all this stuff is still in here. So as you can see, these are some of the wires that we're dealing with here. Of course, our hope will be that we can get most of them hidden eventually. But for now, there they are. So this area here, I'm sure was a lot cooler when this was a fully functioning airplane. We're pretty sure that they took most of the bells and whistles out when they made it into an airplane that they use for training, because obviously that would be a lot of money just sitting in an airplane that's never going to get used. It's now just all wood up here. We've already removed the windows. We'll kind of show you the process for that, but they were cracked in pretty bad shape. We have a lot of work to do on just this rotting wood. If you want to come around this way, kind of show you where all those wires lead to. I'm hoping that my husband is gonna know a lot more about wires than me. Probably have to recruit my father-in-law because this is just a massive mess of wires. We've got some of these down here that are controlling some of the wires, some outlets, all sorts of stuff that we're pretty sure is gonna control the lights and the sound and all that stuff. And it would be really cool if we could get a lot of that stuff working. Up here, we have something really cool that still works. There is a built-in skylight, but this is just open to the air here, and it's pretty cool that that still can come in and out. So as we make our way down this way, obviously there's a lot of just cleaning that needs to be done, but there's still lots of overhead bins that open and close. A lot of stuff in it, again, that was used for training, like the oxygen masks, clipboards, like the safety information pamphlets and stuff that they would have practiced with. This one has some similar stuff and then just a whole lot of trash in it right now, but it would be cool to hopefully get those more usable. This one also works. This would, be your luggage compartment, and we're hoping to salvage some of these. They're in a little bit rough shape, as you can see, but hopefully we can refurbish them a little bit and be able to keep some of these components. So we've got a Skyway airline box here that also had some original things in it, more pamphlets, oxygen masks. No idea what they needed tongs for. The coffee pot, things like that. Not sure if this was used when it was an actual airplane or more just for training, but kind of cool. We've got this tray that also says Skyway Airlines on it. We've heard that meals were served on real crystal on some of these airlines, so I guess we need to scour eBay and see what we can find as far as airline crystal, along with fresh chocolate chip cookies. So we've got a lot to live up to for that. All sorts of different magazines that I'm sure were original that came with the airplane. The floor is pretty beat up at this point. We're gonna have to just figure out how to put new flooring in here. You can see that the windows do have shades that kind of work. They're not in very good condition though, so not sure if we'll be able to salvage those or not. And this thing has the seat numbers, the call light buttons, the vents for air flow. Unfortunately, we only got one seat that came with the airplane, but I'm sure this will be getting cleaned up and staying with the airplane because it's really cool to sit in a actual airplane chair while you're in an airplane. Now this feature here, I'm sure was added when this was used for training. It's basically the panel that's gonna light up the different lights. Not exactly sure how we're gonna work that into the design, but sure we'll figure something out. There's even some luggage in here that I guess they practiced with loading. I'm not sure. It does say airway on it. Up here, if you kind of pan up, you can see that a lot of the ceiling panels are missing, which is okay because we got to figure out some leak situation anyways. So not sure if we'll use this original paneling, put it back up there, use these holes for lights and things, or if we'll do something different and put in our own lights and ceiling and stuff. It's gonna be a little bit tricky because it is gonna be curved, so not sure how we're gonna do that. Got exit lights here, another door. This also, you can pull this down and pull this whole door out. This is the back of the plane now. We've got, again, like first aid kits that are still here with all sorts of stuff in them. That one's empty, but this one here does still have some kind of oxygen hood in it or something. It says for training use only, but again, lots of like cool original features. As we get to the very back of the plane, it's a little bit deceiving back here. We thought, oh, there's actually a lavatory in this airplane. Unfortunately, there's not. This is just a sticker, very real life looking sticker. However, there's not a lavatory currently in this airplane. Hopefully we can figure out a way to put one in here. If you come around this way, you can see that they've again done stickers to simulate, you know, where they might have stored different food and things that the flight attendants would access when they were in flight. Another phone back here to let us know about the delay that we're going to see because of bad weather. You've also got another door here. So this one also opens and is right out to the outside. Oh, and it lights in the dark too. Forgot when we walked by the first time, but this door here also, or I guess it's more of a window rather, emergency exit, does open, and it is though very heavy, so I'm actually going to have David show you how that comes in and out. It completely removes. That's where we need our yellow slide to make an emergency exit. So this is our airplane. This is what we bought. We've done a couple small things already at the nose of the airplane. Well, I guess a big thing, reconnecting it, and then removing the windows and doing the flooring and things like that. But for the most part, this is the condition it was in when we bought it. We hope we can make a lot of improvements to this place, keep as much of the authentic airplane feel as we can, and add in some amenities like heat, air conditioning, and lavatory, running water, things like that. We're really excited about the potential of this project. We can't wait to have you guys along. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, we would love to have you follow our renovation adventures.